Let's fight. Good evening to each and every one of you. Let's fight, guys. Let's fight. Let's fight. Good to have you, Pace and Power, Leslie, and all the other folks joining us. We are delighted that you guys are here with us. Leslie Hamilton, Pace and Power, Leslie, Pace and Power. Good to see you. Wherever you're joining us from this evening, we are happy. We are delighted that you folks are here with us. We are fired up and we are ready to go. Do let us know if you're hearing our audio loud and clear. We don't want anything spotting, guys. Aubrey Stevens, good to see you. Latoya Spencer, good to have you here. And all the other folks joining us like Laverne Wade, Pace and Power. Good to see you, Laverne Wade. Good to see you. This is Region 5 is in the house. Good to have each and every one of you here. Yvonne Daly, Donna Daly, all the Dailies are here. Shane Blackman, good to see you as well. Shane and Roxanne Odessa Garraway, good to see you as well. Pace and Power, good folks. We are ensuring we are shared to all the true and correct places. Pace and Power. Whichever page you're joining us from, share the damn live, smash that emoji button, folks. It's Purgatory, the PPP, the Mahdia Fire. More questions than answers. That's what we got tonight, folks. More questions than answers. We're happy that you folks are here with us. We're fired up at this end. We're ready to go, Unity Elias. Rowena Cummins says loud and clear. Good to have you, Enid, Hubert. Good to have you, Siobhan, and all the other folks. Is it Dispin? Romel, good to have you. Enid, Karen, Martha Harris, good to have you guys in the ring. Pace and Power, boots on the ground, good folks. We got to fight card set. Is where y'all there? We got to fight card set. Is where y'all be, where y'all at. We got to fight card set. That is what is saying. Folks, that's what we say. We got to fight card set. Pace and Power. Share the damn life. Boots on the ground. We ain't backing down, folks. We got to fight card set. We got a lot to get through tonight, folks. Pace and Power. Pace. It's Purgatory, folks. Since them boys come in, we hear they going Guadeloupe now, it's true. We hear they going Guadeloupe, the thing strong. The thing want blood, people of faith. You better pray. The things want blood, but we ain't having it. We're not having it. We ain't having it. The thing want blood, but we ain't going down. So that is what it's saying. We're not doing it like that. We're not going in that direction. Who know for plead the blood? You better plead the blood. I tell you, all the things want things. The things want blood. That's what they want. The things want blood. Folks, I know what I'm telling you. The things want blood. Pace and Power. Who vex? Who vex? We got to fight card set, folks. And we're fired up. We're ready to go. There's only some of y'all missing. We're holding for some of y'all. But how long we can do that? How long we going to do that? Good to have each and every one of you here. Wherever you're joining us from around the world, folks. Pace and Power. We're fired up tonight. We're ready to go at our end. There's only some of y'all dilly-dallying, shilly-shallying. Rock and come in, folks. That's where y'all there, man. Good folks, we say rock and come in. We're happy you're here. Cheryl Glenn is you. The same Cheryl. The same Cheryl. The one and only. Good to see you, Cheryl Glenn, and all the other folks joining us. Oh, the AC is taking a little while. We hope it picks up. We hope it picks up. We're fired up. We're ready to go. Who vex? That's what I'm saying, folks. Who vex? We fired up, and we are ready to go. You should see how I'm moving around the back here. Pace and Power. I feel like I want back bad. Pace and Power. Sharon and Cheyenne and all the other folks joining us. We hope that you are great. Guys, we hope that you are well. Again, great to have each and every one of you. Wherever you are rocking coming from tonight, we're just happy you all the boat. The boaties. Guys, good to have each and every one of you. Pace and Power, folks. Pace. Tell you we got to fight card set. There's only some of y'all missing. We got to fight card set. It's just as some of you missing. Look at some of the things we're covering tonight. Good folks. DeSantis. All your boy run out. Well, I trust he happy. You know, some of them is running back. Some of them is run out. and they're running back with the same space. I'm happy for him. So we can talk about DeSantis, folks. Facebook user, Avril, Vanilla Garnet, Beryl, Yvonne, Brenda, Olive, Godfrey, Montaigne. We see you folks there. Share the damn live. Folks, and once we come home, it's Pocatory. It's King and Crawley tonight. Some of y'all been praying a long time. Tonight is your night. It's Wednesday night. It's Wednesday night, is it? It's not Tuesday night. Tonight is your night nonetheless. Tonight is your night nonetheless. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me. Yeah, come to preach good tidings. Yep. And let you know how things going. Janice and Sion, Irma, Basil, Faith. Good to have you there, Faith. Once we come home, you see what? I ain't gonna say nothing else past DeSantis. Rashmi said present. Orwin, Janice, Desmond, Dion, Eula, Lafram and Rubens. Good to have you, Rosetta and Paul Bourne. Paul. Good to see you, Paul. Once we come home, folks. Once we come home, session, folks. These deaths, 19 in all, folks, taking the toll. We saw a policeman, folks. A policeman made a tribute today to these young ladies and the young lad who transitioned this life, who were burnt to death in that inferno there at the Mahdia Secondary School in the female dormitory. That's how we open in tonight. That's the opener. That is the opener. Sometimes you need a shoulder. And he says, lean on me when you're strong. You know it. Policeman lifted that ballot today, brought tears to our eyes. He brought tears to his eyes. Take a look, folks. Take a look and take a listen.
Sometimes in our life, we all have things, we all have sorrows, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long, so I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. So please swallow your pride, and if I have things you need to borrow, for no one can feel those at your needs that you won't let show. So just call on your brother when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. We just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. And if there is a road that you have to bear, that you can carry, I'm right out the road, and I share your load. And if you just call me, so just call on your brother when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on me. See, when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. Oh, it won't be long, so I'm gonna need somebody to lead.
Yep. That's how it went down, folks. Lean on me when you're not strong. That's some of your problem, you know. You don't got nobody to lean on. Rena Cummins, Nicole Ross, Desmond Harris, Carl Holston. You need somebody to lean on when times go rough. I thank God I got the Lord Jesus Christ in my life when things go rough. You see? When my heart is overwhelmed, I say, Father, lead me to the rock that is higher than I. Who you lean on? Mavis Davis Wells, Erica Hooper. I lean on the rock that is higher than I. Yep. I recommend them to you. I recommend the rock to you, folks. Moving on to fight card. We got a lot of ground to cover, folks. That's the opener. Jenny's Booker, Leon, Sandra. Amen, Sandra. Amen to that. Saw that comment. Lean on Jesus, she said. Amen. Rowena Cummins. Bantu King says this. His Everest. Ganesh Mai Paul. Spurry Lee. Ibon Lamy. Paul Phillips. Yep. Allison Jones and Mitchell Marcel. Folks, share the damn live. Smash the emoji. But who vexed? Who vexed? So what we covering, folks? DeSantis running. He jumping in. Released a short video today, a precursor to his campaign launch. He wants to run for president of the US. Oh, Jesus. It's how much mad people we think for a decade. And every decade is how much mad people we can take. I think it's like one per decade, you know, every 2 decades and so on. DeSantis says he's running. I got a bad feeling about this. I got the governor of Florida say he's running. I got a bad feeling about it, folks. Moving on. Best wishes to him. Folks, U.S. Surgeon General said too much social media fire children. And adolescents, he said, not going to work out. He said it is not going to work out. Tell you, this is what the Surgeon General of the United States of America, if he said, he's a decent fellow. He must be right. Vivek Murthy, he said there's profound risk of harm to adolescents' mental health. And he urged that families set limits and governments to set tougher standards for social media usage. So some of you, if you feel a little thingish, you know, this is your mental health, too much social media. That's what he said, the Surgeon General, Vivek. That's what he said. Which camera? That's what the fella said. I'm telling you what he said. Too much, watch the children and the adolescents. Too much social media, mental health problems, set limits. Vivek Murthy, so the Surgeon General of the United States of America. That's what the fella said. In the region, folks, look some of what we're following. Look some of what we're following in the region. Jamaica said they're crediting their they're crediting their economic recovery out of COVID-19. Prudent fiscal management. Could we say the same thing here? Oh, we punishing real bad. We punishing real bad, wrongly said. If I bust this shot right now, all my collarbones. Loud, sir. Punishing like that, things tight. Then we got this national tragedy. You know, I see a lot of people, a lot of raised eyebrows. I see a list going around for donations for those who are affected by this fire in Mahdia. I saw some comments, wealthiest country on earth. Weren't the kids in the care of the state? Weren't the kids in the care of the state? Why a list going wrong? That's what I saw some people saying out there. A list, a lot of items. I think I saw somebody said there was a GoFundMe account set up. And then they asked the question, weren't these kids in the care of the state? We're going to come to that. But Jamaica crediting their economic, quote unquote, I'm certain some folks might have a differing opinion there in Jamaica that they're experiencing economic recovery. Spraga Benz, Patricia Craig, Gail Mingo, some folks might have differing opinion. They just might have some differing opinion, but that's one of the things we're following, good folks. I says one of the things we're following. Moving on to fight card. Folks, trench crapper in Grenada. Cross over the floor. Yeah, she gone from the opposition to the government. She gone from opposition to the government. You know one thing I love about Cherry Jagan? I know I just floor some of them jagabats and trench crappers. Yeah, get him some air, get him some breeze. I just floor some of them. One thing I love about Cherry Jagan, 28 years. Fell in opposition, he never crossed over. Jagabat here in Grenada, she got over to the government, she said, you know, she got some differences with the opposition there is known as the minority. She said it didn't work out, she got over. House slave, she got over. Shock, and she ain't working out. She said some of the people around the table, she'd agree with, build your own table then. You got to borrow space at somebody's table. That's how they stay. She gone over. Well, Delma Thomas, we wish you the best. See all them Thomas, you gotta watch them. All them Thomas. Especially when the first name is May. You gotta watch. Well, Delma gone over. Annette, Delma gone over. This is Granada, Spice Island. She gone over. Yep. Some of we can't spend 28 days, 28 weeks, 28 months in opposition, must more 28 years. So he never crossed over. He never crossed the floor. Unless he was pulling the mace or throwing water upon somebody in parliament. He never crossed the floor like that. But some of y'all, 2 mornings. Little thing bracing them, Patricia Craig, Daniel King, Gwyneth. Little thing bracing them. Look how quick they're running. Look how quick. Soup drinkers, house slaves, whole pack of them. Go along your business, Thomas. Go along your business. Well, you all know 125.92 as well. 125.92, folks. Brace it over, I'm begging you. Times in the times. Brace it over. Sharon Castillo, Lizzie Simons, Praga. Harry is you. Harry is you watching from Texas. Great to see you, Harry. Pace and power, old comrade. No doubt on the forefront there in Texas, Harry. Making it come. All the best to you and the family, Harry. Joining us all. Folks, we international, you know. Don't come around, we funny. People in Texas watching we. Well, y'all can tell we ask it short. People in Texas watching us. God damn it. Harry, thanks for tuning in. Edward Brooms, Gil Mingo, Heaven Faith. Heaven Faith, I ain't seen for a little while. All is well. Don't let them boys get to you. Don't let it get to you. Watch them. Watch them. Fight them. Get free. Godfrey Montaigne. Ask it. Will Anthony Bubble Matthews. Good to see you there. Joining us. Wayne is joining us all the way from St. Kitts and Nevis. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful island. Take me back, please. I'm begging. Take me back. Folks, so much trouble in this country. Oh, I carry back to St. Vincent and St. Kitts and Nevis, man. People who can't go there, I'm going to show you where they're turning to just now. I'm going to show you the people who can't go to St. Kitts and Nevis to free the worries spent we got in this country. I'm going to show you what they're turning to. Van Classic, Ronaldo. Folks, I'm bracing it over. Look, story now. Signs in the times in the 592, folks. This thing want blood. Them boys going Guadeloupe, that's what we hear. Road fatality, Shamar Frank lost his life on Saturday night. We've been so busy with other things. Rightly so. Didn't get a chance to focus on some of this. Shamar Frank, the thing want blood. Them boys going Guadeloupe. They said he won in Suriname and strong. Rupert Craig Highway on Saturday lost his life. Motor vehicle accident. Our thoughts and prayers go to Shamar Frank's family, friends, and loved ones. I think that's the only way we got for the night. I tell you, I'll brace it over. Y'all take your blood pressure tablets. You take it. What is it? Give me some of the names. You take your thing. I want you. Stiff it out to me tonight. Sprague Benz, Leslyn, Marlon Lorma, bloodshed everywhere. Marlon says, bloodshed everywhere. Thoughts and prayers go out to Shamar Frank's family. He's not the only one crushed to death. Just today, Elaine Williams, 84, Buxton, crushed to death. They tell us by a garbage truck. If you see the picture of Big Auntie's mangled body on that roadway and that asphalt, folks, the thing want blood. That's what I tell you. Share the damn life. Smash the emoji button. Sprague Benz, Paula Phillips, Karashi Braffit, And all the other folks, the thing one blood. The thing one blood. Dollar to stand up. The thing one blood. Thoughts and prayers go to Elaine Williams' family, friends, and loved ones. And I can say that several times before the show closed. I'm just warning you. I did say, brace it over Desmond Harris, Glenford Gordon, Asquith, Don Joe. Brace it over Sharon Castillo Edwards, Don Baines. I did tell you to brace it over. Thoughts and prayers go out to Elaine Williams' family. Construction worker crushed to death. Are we there yet? No, this was a fella, another construction worker. And this time from Lusignan. He went to a wedding house. Over the last few hours, they found him on the roadway there. They found him on the roadway. Charandan Chetram called Reed. They found him on the roadway. The thing one blood, them boys going Guadeloupe now. They said the one in Suriname is strong enough. They go in Guadeloupe and the thing asking for blood. Red flag, Sharon says. Seymour George, Yolanda Henry, Hazel Chase, the thing asking for blood. So that is Chetram. Today, yesterday they're telling us, Monday night, correct is right, prison chief of prisons dies in an accident on the East Coast. Lost control of his vehicle, and Patrick Henry, they say, plowed into a pile of sand on the roadway and lost his life. The thing one blood, that's what I'm telling you all. The thing one blood, the prison chief. No one is being spared. You better cover yourself under the blood of Jesus Christ, like I do every day. Watch over us, Father, the thing one blood, the prison chief. I didn't tell you, I brace it over when we were starting. I didn't say Philip. Brace it over. Hazel, Van Classic, Barbara, Mona Moses. Brace it over. This is what we're dealing with. The thing want blood, Mike. Asquith, Wayne Brown, Donald Joseph, Laverne, Lester Williams, the thing want blood, Spurley. Thoughts and prayers go out to the prison fraternity, the prison officers fraternity there. Patrick Henry lost his life last night, lost control of his vehicle on the East Coast public road. Plowed, they said, into a pile of sand. Guadeloupe, that's where they're going. Suriname, they're sitting strong there. They're sitting strong. This 5-year-old to 15-year-old, it's not strong. They're going Guadeloupe now. Watch them. They can do anything to hold on to power. Wicked, stink, dirty. I hope you're sharing the damn live. Smashing that emoji button, folks. Thanks and prayers go to the friends, family, and loved ones. Patrick Perry, Chief Prison Officer. I told you I can say it many times before the night is through. Orwin Dunn, Rosetta Barton. Daily simple. I tell you I can say it many times before the night is through. Thoughts and prayers. Construction worker just today. Crushed to that. God damn it. Identified as Kevin. Crushed to death at his work site on Sheriff Street. The report said he left his workers, his fellow colleagues, in a state of shock, of course. The things want blood. The things want blood. Folks, you all know Jesus Christ as your Lord and personal Savior. You better accept him. The things want blood. See, some folks says the jumbie bird. Some folks says the birds. Folks, that's it, I'm good. Folks, if you believe in the supernatural, brace it over. Brace it over. Thoughts and prayers go to Kevin's family, friends, and loved ones. Remember, tell you all, if you can't go St. Kitts and Nevis, take in the picturesque island there. Tabernacle, beautiful piece of real estate. They call it Taba. Folks, it's like paradise. If you can't go there, some people turn to all kinds of means and methods to escape. All kinds of means and methods. That's what they're telling us, Praga Benz. Here's Linking, Quanamingo, Seymour George, all kinds of things. Two in Annandale, 10 pounds A marijuana, they tell us 10 pounds. Folks, all the time is going, I could take a little something myself. A man 38, a woman 43, both of them number 10 pounds of ganja. Them boys want me free of the weed. Signs of the times. That's what I'm telling you. Bloodshed. People trying to escape the reality of daily living. 10 pounds of cocaine, 10 pounds of weed. Telling you, I feel like tingish myself with all that going on. Cha! Rastafari. I feel like tingish myself. Cebu, Donna Miller, Wilma Grant, Laverne Joseph O'Neill. Be tight. People want to escape the trench crappos, the Jambi birds, the Jebusites, the Philistines, and the Pharisees. People want to go far from them. Simone, Debbie. That's why you're in touch with the Most High. Because when you're in touch with the Most High, you don't need certain things. But them boys, I see some money got for Mac. Somebody said it, folks. Money got for Mac, Sharon Castley, and was 10 pounds. See, people trying all kind of things to escape the reality of it from them. Father of his mercies. As we're going to all the exporting Leon Logan, you get with 10 pounds of ganja. That's your recreational use. You got to be exporting. Karen, things. It's the things. That's what I'm telling you. It's the things who don't know. Who don't know. See people trying to go. Some of you want to go further than St. Kitts and Nevis. I want to go back to Tabo. Tabernacle is the area. They call it Tabo for sure. I love it. But America said think twice. Don't come wrong with funny. People forging letters of invitation to the embassy. They say the people who looking after your visa stuff. You know, it's gone. People got different visa services and so on. They said think twice. They're setting some of y'all up, robbing y'all. Hundreds of thousands because people want to fly out. People want to be out. And left them boys and the things. Erica Hooper. Bonita Ellis Parker, they're trying to run and left the things. Is what I tell you. They want to left the things. They want to left the things. Candidly in the jeet. I do a little thing right now. But the embassy said think twice. Maybe wasting money. We don't care who you give it to. If you didn't give it to us, it doesn't count. So think twice. Take a little something right now. They said think twice. Ask it. Laverne Joseph and all the other folks joining us. Anybody like to feel that? I feel a little peckish. Get a little something. Think twice. That's what the embassy said. Think twice before you use those services. Shelley Trim says, Lord help we. No angels. I like how Shelley went there. It's right to the source. God himself help us. Think twice. And those some y'all trying to run away. Y'all don't want the 10 pounds to carry y'all high. Y'all want plane. Fetch y'all up in the sky. Think twice. You know? Heaven Faith said, like, I feel a little tingish. How did you know? Edward Brooms. Edward, look story now. Them boys. The Jagabats. The trench crappos. The tadpoles and the crocketeers. The Jebusites, the Philistines, the Hittites, the Pharisees, and all the pharaohs. Let's stop. Stan, Donna, Latchman, Erica. Look story. All you think it easy? Looks to who vex? Trench crappos and if you vex is a Jagabat. Kenrick Vorbain, we see you. Eileen Griffith, we see you. We see you, Edward, Donna, Erica, Hooper. We see you all. Rock and come in. Local government elections, you think it's easy? Well, I think you got 3 days in the morning. Them boys and one carry y'all into local government election. I see some of y'all say 1 week mourning for each victim. 1 week. Some people say 1 month. Them boys get 3 days to mourn the 19 dead and let me get back to the campaign. You think they care what anybody here is in chase? They ain't care what nobody. They're telling us the joint services, the discipline services are voting on June 2nd. That is what they tell us. They are voting on June 2nd. Please and thank you. And then they're coming for watch ballot. Or sweep the streets. One to the two. I don't know. Or sweep the streets. You know they're a little distracted nowadays. You know they're a little distracted with McGrath nowadays. Hazel Chase, Elizabeth Howard, you know they're a little distracted these past couple of days. They're a little distracted, that's what I'm telling you. Folks, we call up with one of the independent candidates over the weekend. Onyx Duncan. Yep, Onyx Duncan. Yeah, we got the same surname. We haven't find a connection yet where we related though. You know, it could be the blood child. Who knows? This is Guyana. Who knows? They'll join services voting on June 2nd. The rest of us, June 12th. And Onyx Duncan is a independent candidate. He's up to his coalition. But he want to test the waters there. BV Triumph. We called up with him over the weekend. And here is what Onyx Duncan told us about how his campaign is going. Take a look. Take a listen.
In constituency 2, like I shared earlier, that I'm not only sharing a vision for constituency 2, but I'm also sharing a vision for better for Acting Triumph. And I would like to see that we have a better solid waste management, a better area for our youths, so that they can play a playground, because I am a part of the Better for Walkton Football Club, and you know, that facility is in a state, you know, right now my pegs, my football boots is muddy, you know, because of the state that it is in. You know, and I also want to see all our public areas maintained. You know, we have some bridges in the area, in the constituency 2, that are dilapidated, that should be maintained by the NDC. And I want to see better for our village.
Okay, how you've been making the rounds, you've been talking with citizens here. How has the response been in the community?
Well, the response is resounding. You know, a lot of people might not have came out tonight, but because of other things, like I said, we're working class people. Some people working, some people doing several jobs. They have their kids home for the weekend and stuff like that. But I've been visiting houses. I've been doing house to house. And, you know, a lot of people saying, Onyx, when you get there, I want you to do what you're supposed to do, right? So I know that the people have me in thoughts, and I'm going to be a good leader for them.
All right. What are some of the challenges currently in the community? How is the campaign going in general in Better for Acting?
So, I don't think there's any challenge, but as a one man, there's gonna definitely be a challenge. Yeah, as an independent, there's definitely gonna be a challenge, because I'm doing most of the work, social media wise, you know, my louder, the recordings and everything. I am doing most of the work. I have a few help here and there, but you know, it's not a challenge that I'm afraid of. And if I go through this, like my grandmother always say, you have to go through to come through. So if I go through this until June 12th, you know, with little resources, and I come through on June 12th, then you know that I am the man for the job.
Pace and power, Onyx Duncan. Pace and power and best wishes. We buy them boys. We buy them boys. The PPP, the Mahdia fire, more questions than answer. The opposition tell them pack up, resign. Will they, folks? How many times we've seen this movie? How many times we've seen this movie? How many times have we seen it? How many times? And tell you all is the things. I tell you all, here's the things. Folks, they told us 2 weeks. The thing's asking for blood. 2 weeks, they tell us, before that fire over the weekend. Demonic forces, it is alleged, you know, possessed students at that very Mahdia secondary school. That is what the folks are telling us. demonic forces. Take a look at some of what a pastor saw as he was praying for students there quite recently. Take a look and take a listen what he saw.
Every spirit of unforgiveness, lose yourself now. Every spirit of unforgiveness, lose yourself right now. Right now. Right now, right now, right now. Right now, right now, right now, right now.
Father, have his mercies. Father, have his mercies. I tell you, all the forces are real. Whether you believe it or not, Stanmore, Glenford, Gordon. For Guyana to grow, them boys, they gotta go. Them and the things, they gotta go. Resign, go. I hear folks say, PPP, take the wheel. Take the wheel. The parents on the ground in Mahdia, they don't like what the government telling them. Who's selling with children? Who's selling them? The parents don't believe this narrative coming out of the government. They're upset, they're angry, as you can imagine. Take a look at some of what transpired on the ground there in Mahdia just this morning. Take a look.
Ready? Y'all ready?
We're here on the grounds. The president visited us today concerning the tragedy that happened last night. We're here hearing their concerns, how they feel about the entire episode. Have some cards displayed.
Free chips. Take out the shorts.
Right. If Amerindian minister were coming in this community and work this community, especially the school and the dams, that wouldn't be happening. But the minister, Pauline Sokai, she come and gamble the whole day at Vicky Hotel and lock up in there.
Wet your big
We
teeth.
can meet her.
Wet your big teeth.
And we mustn't talk the truth. We bad when we talk the truth.
Wet your big
Not a
teeth.
drop of water for these children in the school.
Wet your big teeth.
Toilet naga water. The school got Jummy 30 years
Wet
now.
your big teeth.
And they can't take them out.
Wet
They
your
must
big
drag
teeth.
the people picnic daytime.
Wet your big teeth.
When the mom and them
Wet your
taking
big
this,
teeth.
get Jummy, they must drag them
We
on
don't
the
have
road.
money for Pauline Sakai potential teeth
And the
anymore
public
in this
servant,
country. Eh?
all of them got the vehicle and make it kaya moon night time. I got fear all about the government vehicle. And we mustn't talk. Dragging the American children them.
Yeah.
You here, fan, look after this matter as the president of this
And he
country.
disrespect my people.
Yeah, his grandfather boy, straight up this thing.
He disrespect my
You got too much lies coming from the reason.
He don't lie down to him in our tree. He can't give a tongue to God because he don't even know even more. You understand? He needs justice. There's a prison. The children are caught up in a prison. We need justice. Justice. We need justice. And then when the so-called prime minister come in this center Mahdia to tell me ignorance. Ignorance. We gotta speak for our right. We have to speak for justice. We're not resting. We need our black flag to fly high in Mahdia. This is no joke. There's a seriousness. There's a seriousness.
President Ali, this thing
respect us
is
in Mahdia just now.
transparency and accountability. We don't have that at Mahdia.
Yeah.
You public servants them in the Regional Democratic Council are gamble out all the money.
We need justice.
Night time, the government vehicle, the government dark class vehicle, where you come in, President, them vehicle there,
Who we
I
hold.
got to all the Kayamuri whole house them night time. And when the picnic get to me at the school, them a trot them and carry them. Then I got water for the picnic drink at the school. What go on? You got them American picnic? No, you can't do them that. We not taking
All
that.
the president is walking and walk out back.
You got to answer to it.
There's nothing as a president of this country.
You got to knock
He
out
just
who got
walk.
shit forever.
Somebody always say something, man. Come on. I gotta get some stuff.
Struggling when you pick me. Suffering for my them. Yeah. Spend them for getting education. They don't even have a library. That is something loads and drop. At the dance, and 25 or 24 got drop it. Drop 3 and then I drop none, then thief out all the money at the dance. And if the sun been there, the parents ain't gonna take the sun and shine him in the fire. All thief out. And you, the president, are coming for meet with, for take serious complaints. It's your clear that you are accomplice of the crime. You have to speak. This is democracy. This is no dictator game. Yeah. That's how you get them and lock you out there now. You don't want to go in and talk. Why? Why you get them and lock you out? Why we change going to that school? And you know what happened? Me too go and picnic go to school and then I go back there on me. You can do what you want. Yeah, and I know school. I just punish it.
President don't just walk in and walk out for photo ops. You heard it there, folks, from the people of Mahdia themselves. Don't just walk in and walk out. Resign, go home. Folks, brooms unplug on them fire. This politics on the ground. Here fun ministers in Mahdia. Nobody even got time with the mayor and other elected officials on the ground. Politicking, they coming through with a big bad self. You heard that? President John just walk in and walk out. And Simone Brooms unplug on them. Unplug. So let me sweep them out. Unplug. So you got to respect the mayor. Time of a national emergency, they're still playing politics. Take a look. Take a listen. Brooms unplugged. Unplugged. Take a look. Take a listen.
I spoke to the mayor. And the mayor is there. And while we were talking after I came off the live, somebody is telling the mayor that they got ministers of government, including the prime minister in Mahdia. And the mayor don't know. The mayor have not a clue. So I said, Mayor, what is really going on? The mayor is so saddened by what happened in there in Mahdia. Wait, man. Ain't got no check and balance of this politics now. Eh? And then the regional chairman informed the mayor that, well, the president gonna be going. But if Priya and them going into Mahdia, with such a news in Mahdia, you gonna get everybody together? Eh? You know, this morning, I really hard because I ain't never sleep. And, you know, I come nice because, you know, you say, well, this is not about the politics. But this nonsense must be called out. Because the time if they run up and down to Ogle and they got a whole set of people, a whole set of children, the whole pack of them should just go home. Priya, them with their mad, you think this is any horror picture situation? Eh? What nonsense is this the mayor going to tell me this morning? People in Guyana and around the world, this fire that you see happen is negligence. The entire government should resign. Mahdia got a fire truck with one fire attendant, one lawnman. Eh? No fire hydrant by the school where it is. Children roasting in a building. People, the truck running up and down all over the place to get a little water. Eh? No fire hydrant. It is negligence. And this morning I said, well, it's not the time for that yet, Simon. Back up yourself and you're going to talk with her later. But when I listened to a grieving mayor talking to me, and somebody telling him about what's going on in the region there, and he don't know, come on, man, let me stop this nonsense. You go home, it's 23 and there, go home. Yeah, go home, I go home. It's not one fire. Yeah? Not one fire happened in the shortest while in these 3 years, you know. No, we had fires before. Inquiries was done. Investigation was done. And recommendation is there. Nobody looking at the recommendation. We had school ban before. I can't throw this country where I got fire drill and this. Not a drill, not a nothing. Yeah? And Friday we play where you think it's some hug up and kiss up kind of business. Oh, I'm a good president. I'm running around like a fireman at Ogle. Yeah? Everything now is centralized. The CDC was set up all over this country and have things that people you could respond, you could run now, and then when you're going, what happened? Yeah? This is nonsense. This is heartbreaking for me as a Guyanese man. You think I know boundary politics? Is your house you're running? Yeah? The indigenous people should have sued the government. They were roasted to death. Yeah? And then you going in, and I talking to the mayor, and the mayor so tearing up on the phone. Yeah? Before you touch on ground fire going on, call the mayor, put everything aside. Mayor, we're there, we coming in, this is a team, blah, 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 Don't complain politics in this country when I don't want to cry myself. 20 young people die, and what nonsense is this? Yeah? You going into Mahdia with all your disrespect? I said your whole government should go home. Unfit to take care of children in a dorm. Yeah? One fire tender, one. When I don't care when region A and Mahdia was declared tongue, you can't treat Mahdia like if it's some little region anymore. Whether you come into office, whether you like it or not, it's to continue to push the development. You started there walking up and down, and waiting and some fall like if you some fire master, you know what going on with fire. Guyanese people, young people, you think good governance is when a president walk around and hug you? Eh? Or when 20 people, if you got any pride, let me come but governance now, man. This thing hurt me to my heart. Listen, I can't take this. Why you gonna play politics now? Get the mayor, get the chairman, get everybody, come together. Mahdia's not a place like that. I spent years in Mahdia. The PPP, everybody always stick together and put aside any politics, anything at all. Yeah? You go in there with such a disaster in there, and then you go in there like another disaster yourself. Yeah? It's not one fire. The amount of fire system should be put in place. We should never got no one fire attendant, no way in this country right now. Where there's a clear track record of fire behind the PPP. Yeah? And come tell people foolishness, you're right, Brian, but stadium and this and that. Yeah? Let me take the money, fix what we got, protect we children, protect we Amerindian children. For heaven's sake, protect them, don't kill them. Protect we children. Yeah? no fire hydrant. The fire truck running all over the place. You could have seen a video, man, run out the house with the brief. This is negligence, and don't tell me, but don't blame nobody. A certain part of the world, the whole government is done. Go home. Go home. Present a picture. You better people go here and take some picture and take some picture. No management. All of this fire on this morning, we gotta wake up to 20 of them burn up. And one fire tender, no fire hydrant, no water. What we invest in this money and do? The inquiry make recommendation. We have to get things to fight fire. We think you fight fire with where you build a headquarters for how much billions of dollars? With some Chinese lights who can't even shine bright when the night come? And me, guy, these young people perishing there, and y'all running to Mahdia, and then even informing. Get the mayor. What happened to the mayor? He's the mayor.
Unplug! Tell y'all brooms unplugged. And she unplugged a far away. It wasn't close to the socket, it was far. She unplugged far on them. Unplug. Go home. You mess up, go home. But they're wrong and strong. And so they want blame, folks. Some one of them female students said she had some crush on somebody and she was reprimanded and she got vexed. And she pulled a carry. Burned down everything. That's the narrative that they're trying to spin. That's the narrative they want you and I to buy into and to believe. Yeah. That's what they're asking for. Not for the closer. We sat down with Shadow, Minister of Legal Affairs. We said, Roysdale, you buying this young lady wire, lighter, and sponge business? You buying it? Huh? Wire, lighter, and sponge? You buying it? Are you buying it? The closer. City Council Roysdale Ford, the narrative, Lord of mercy.
The incidents are all interconnected. And the incidents are all telling us something. They're telling us a story. They're telling us a story of the decay of Guyana as a society, of the failure to provide effective leadership, to the failure to engage in effective governance. I believe that that narrative requires proof first that that is in fact what happened. And I believe that that should be the subject of a full investigation. But I'm not hearing the government going beyond that simple narrative, which is much for a simpleton. They're not going beyond that narrative. And there are a number of issues and questions that still need to be answered, even assuming what the government is saying that that young lady allegedly did. There are a number of questions, and I sought to highlight them in my statement, in which I spoke to the issues and the collective pain that this incident would have caused us all as citizens of this country. And those questions really are the matters that the government is not paying attention to in any way whatsoever. Firstly, what protocols were in place to prevent such a disaster? Whether the dormitory attendant was in place, why the doors were locked, where the keys were, who had possession of the keys. From the point of view of supervision, who would have been the ministry's representatives that would visit the premises to ensure that it was sufficiently capable of accommodating students in a situation like this. Whether the building was inspected recently, when last it was inspected, whether it was fitted with the necessary equipment that would reduce or prevent a fire in these circumstances, and whether there was any security personnel present. This, I believe, points to a lack of particular care and attention on the part of the government, which the government does not at this stage want to address. they certainly would be in a position to provide the nation with answers to these very basic but important and compelling questions. Where were the keys? Who had the keys? Was the building fitted with the necessary equipment to prevent such an incident from happening? And these are issues that the government needs to answer right now. And that is the sort of failure, that Irfan Ali has presided over. He does not want to take responsibility for what has happened here. He seems more to be focusing on trying to pass the buck on to a student, allegedly, but not dealing with everything else that happens. Assuming that this young student did it, which is still, as I said, the subject of an investigation, it ought to be the subject of an investigation. What has happened and where has the failures occurred, the systemic failures of what would have occurred to cause such an incident to take place?
Senior Counsel Roysdale Ford, and before you run off, we preempted the second part of his response. Firstly, Smalley escaped Durham Bandung. They said that was a lax of serious, grave lax of security protocols. Well, again, what we calling what happened in Mahdia with these young people? This is how government is managed. Same week, the dorms lock up tighter than Mazaruni prison. Same week. Put that question to Senior Counsel Roysdale Ford. We put it to him. Same week. Senior Counsel.
The incidents are all interconnected. And the incidents are all telling us something. They're telling us a story. They're telling us a story of the decay of Guyana as a society, of the failure to provide effective leadership, to the failure to engage in effective governance, the failure to put the most important issue at the front, which is the welfare of the Guyanese people. The welfare of the Guyanese people. And that is the fundamental issue which has not been addressed by this government. So these situations that we see occurring or happening in our country are all tied to the failure of the government to put the welfare of the Guyanese people first. We have a situation of a serious criminal who was able to escape what is supposed to be a maximum security prison to cause the welfare of the entire Guyanese nation to be affected and to be placed in jeopardy. There is a failure to put effective management to ensure that the prison is properly secured. There's a failure to engage in proper security mechanisms and protocols. There's a failure to ensure that the persons are kept at a certain distance. There's a failure to engage in effective monitoring. So we see the failure there to put everything in place that is absolutely necessary for the welfare of the Guyanese people to be protected from such a person. In relation to the situation, this painful situation, which has affected every single Guyanese in every single part of this country and every part of the world, we see the same sort of slipshod, the same sort of inattention or inattentiveness to the measures which are necessary to secure the Guyanese people. We have 20 young ladies who would have died at minimum, based on some reports, 19 or 20. And what would have caused this? Is not simply a young lady, even if it is true, simply burning the place down. Is a failure, is a decay, is a complete disregard for the welfare of the people that the government is supposed to be paying attention to. What is necessary is to ensure that you had a proper dormitory with effective measures to control the access of students in and out, and to control and to monitor and mitigate against these events. This would not have taken millions of dollars out of the billions of dollars that are passed by the National Assembly and for which the government spends. But you see that in these matters where the individual and the ordinary citizen is to be affected by, little or no attention is being paid to them. The government has to understand that there must be a realignment, a readjustment in their priorities. between building roads and bridges and putting in place effective systems which would benefit the people immediately and to what they are entitled to right now.
Want to keep getting the best in the ring?
Let's fight!
Yes, you can help us to keep going by partnering with us through your contributions. And it's easy. Send us a daily, weekly, or monthly donation, whichever is most convenient to you. Cash App at $in-the-ring592, Zelle and PayPal in the ring592 at gmail.com, or WhatsApp us on 627-6963 for how to contribute via MoneyGram and Western Union and for MMG payments. Want to keep getting the best in the ring?
Let's fight!
Yes, you can help us to keep going by partnering with us through your contributions. And it's easy. Send us a daily, weekly, or monthly donation, whichever is most convenient to you. Cash App at $in-the-ring592, Zelle and PayPal in the ring592 at gmail.com, or WhatsApp us on 627-6963 for how to contribute via MoneyGram and Western Union and for MMG payments.
That being said, folks, that's the last bell. That's our time and that's our program. Thanks for joining us this evening. Wherever you're joining us from, it's been a privilege of ours being here with you folks for the last hour. Ask Quit Short, Julia Lewis, we see you there. Ronell and Bernadette, partner with us so we can continue keeping on. Junior Holder, Michaela, Andrew Coates, Heaven Faith, Ayabo, good to have you here. Ayabo, you've been with us all day. Annette Gordon, we see you there. Leslie Hamilton, we see you as well. Thanks for joining us, folks. Pace and power, pace and power, pace and power. Rubal Rahim, we see you. Tessa Lane Eastman, Sharon Murray, we see you. Joyce Carter, Jem Van Veer. Have a great evening. That being said, that's the time, Sonia Massey Cub, Siobhan, Carol, Yolanda, and that's our program. Auntie Sandra Hanover. That being said, signs of the times, folks. I better accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and personal Savior. Have a great evening. Stay safe.